The UFC has some unstoppable guys in every single division. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the most unstoppable guy in every division. Every guy who I think is looking like an unstoppable, unmovable force in their division at the moment, whether that be because they're on a win streak or because they just look phenomenal in their last fight. And I think they're going to go on an unstoppable streak, go for the belt until they get brutally chinned. Before we go ahead and get into the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's start with flyweight. We're going to move up to heavyweight. We'll go through every single division. Let's start with the flyweight division. Kyoji Horiguchi is the unstoppable force at flyweight at the moment. I know he only has one fight in the UFC, but this is a sneaky technical pick from me. This is a pick where I was like, oh, I'm feeling myself with this one. I was looking at the rankings and I'm like, yo, Kyoji Horiguchi, this guy's about to go on a streak, man. He's about to go on a streak. He's about to shoot for the title. He's about to fight Pantoja. I don't care what anybody says. Give this guy one more fight up in the top 5 and get him to fight for the belt, man. I genuinely think Kyoji Horiguchi is going to go on a generational streak to fight for the belt, fight Pantoja, have the big super fight. Kyoji Horiguchi coming back to the UFC after his long streak, his long reign in the UFC, fighting Mighty Mouse back like years ago. I did not watch the UFC back then. I was not caught up on Kyoji Horiguchi. I let my Dagestani glaze and Dagestani hype overcome me at UFC Qatar, and he absolutely dominated Ulanbekov, Tagir Ulanbekov, the Dagestani, Khabib Nurmagomedov trained fighter in the flyweight division, and made him look like an amateur. Kyoji made him look like an amateur. He made him look like a bum. He whooped him up on the feet, beat him up, cracked him, head kicks, big overhand rights, big overhand lefts, dropping Ulanbekov, almost finishing him by knockout, ground and pound, nasty ground and pound, and then dropping Ulanbekov in the third round after whooping him for literally like 13 minutes, dropping him with a head kick and then choking him out in Qatar. Beautiful, like absolute cinema. Straight up cinema. So Kyoji Horiguchi is the guy at flyweight that I think is an unstoppable force at the moment. He's only had one fight in the UFC since returning to the UFC, but I can already see him fighting guys in the top 5. Amir Albazi. What the fuck is Amir Albazi doing in the top 5 of the flyweight division? Put Amir versus Kyoji Horiguchi right now. Get Amir out of the top 5. Put Horiguchi in the top. He's going to smoke Amir Albazi. Dude, I think Kyoji Horiguchi can go on a generational run in the flyweight division, fight Pantoja, have a huge fight against Pantoja, and that would be competitive. I was watching Kyoji style on Ulanbekov, and I'm like, holy shit, this is what we need in the flyweight division, genuinely. And Kyoji's like unk. The guy's like 35 or 36 making his comeback at flyweight. But this is what we need, man. So I think he's the unstoppable force at flyweight. Kyoji Horiguchi is going to be my flyweight pick. We're going to move on to the bantamweight division, man. And this might be one that... this might have some controversy. Aiemann Zahabi. The Canadian casual here, boys. I am a Canadian casual, but like Aiemann Zahabi, he's crafty. 37, 38, no, he's 38 years old now, man. He's coming for the fucking belt. Unstoppable. Aimann's on a 7-fight win streak right now in the bantamweight division. Longest win streak right now besides Merab. Man. He's coming for the fucking belt. I don't care if he's 38. Aiemann has showed some crafty skills at 315 in Montreal, and then at UFC Vancouver against Cheeto. People say he didn't beat Cheeto, but Cheeto went to a razor-close decision against Aiemann Zahabi in Canada, where Zahabi was marching him down more, was putting the pressure on him, was landing the more volume, Cheeto was letting him just get backed up. Cheeto was letting himself get backed up, and Zahabi, I'm not gonna say he put on a clinic, but technical little boxing clinic by Aiemann Zahabi. I think he can go on a streak here. I think one more and he fights for the belt. I kid you not, I saw an interview today. I don't know if it was Ariel Helwani. I have no idea. Probably was. But I saw Merab saying, man, Aiemann Zahabi might be next, man. He might be... Dude, Merab's clearing out the division so heavy that we're looking at the number 7 to be next in line for the title. But this is what it's gotten to. I think Zahabi's going to go on a streak here. He's already on a streak. I think he's at that unstoppable, unmovable stage right now. And I think he's going to beat whoever's next. And I think he'll fight for the belt. Honestly, I genuinely would pick him to beat Sean O'Malley. Shoot me, man. I know I'm a Canadian casual. Shoot me. I would pick him to beat Sean O'Malley. I would pick him to beat Song Yadong. Because he just has a way of winning. Him and Firas Zahabi, they just have a way of winning. Even though Aiemann looks like he's about to get chinned every single fight. He got dropped by a jab against Vera. He got dropped by a freaking knee and then a soccer kick against Jose Aldo. Crazy combos and stuff. But Zahabi's got heart, he's got chin, and his boxing's good. And really good defense. He's got the best defense in the bantamweight division. I think he would put You would give Merab a run for his money, man. This is what we got to see. So, Ayman Zahavi is going to be my unstoppable force, my unmovable force at fucking bantamweight, boys. We're going to move on, though, to the featherweight division. And this one, I'm so proud of this pick. I'm so proud of this pick. I mean, the Mean Machine. Steve Garcia, baby. Steve Garcia is going to be my unstoppable force at featherweight. This guy is an absolute animal. He's an animal. I have to stop doubting Steve Garcia. And I have to stop believing that, oh, he's going to get chinned, because he got chinned that one time. Oh, he's not that good. He's not that technical. It doesn't matter. He's got that dog in him. He's got that absolute dog in him. Steve Garcia is a dog through and through. The guy showed it in many fights. He just went in his first main event and dominated David Onama. Made David Onama look like he shouldn't have been there. And I don't think he should have. And that's what I said going into that fight. I was like, I think Steve Garcia is the ranked fighter. I don't think David Onama is ranking worthy. I don't think he's ranking ready. I knew that Steve Garcia, I had a feeling Steve Garcia is worth the rankings, and he is. And now he's number 8. Huge win streak. One of the biggest knockout win streaks in the featherweight division, if not the biggest knockout win streak in the featherweight division. If he had knocked out Calvin Kattar, who he almost knocked out, the closest guy to knocking out Calvin Kattar since Max Holloway, all right? He almost knocked out Calvin Kattar. He would have the longest knockout streak in the featherweight division right now. Or I think of all time, maybe even. I'm not 100% sure, but Steve Garcia is nasty. He's grueling. He'll throw caution to the wind. He doesn't give a fuck. And I think he's unstoppable right now. I think he would beat the majority of the guys in the top 3, top 4. I would probably pick him. I would easily pick him to beat Lerone Murphy. I think he would just walk down Lerone Murphy. Maybe Lerone could catch him like he did Aaron Pico, but I think Steve Garcia's actually got some technique. After watching his last fight with Onama, he started really staying defensively sound, picking his shots wisely, still throwing big power, but being very calculated, being very calm, not overstretching, not over committing to anything, and then just picked his shots and picked apart Onama and just destroyed him in the first round. And I think he could do that to the majority of the guys above him in the rankings. Get Yusuf Zalal out of there. Get Zalal the fuck out of there, boys. Get Garcia against Zalal. Get Zalal out of there. I think Garcia's about to go on a run. I think he's unstoppable at featherweight right now. Obviously, Volk's going to be retiring soon, so there's going to be some switch-ups in the division. I'm very excited to see what Steve Garcia can do. He's going to be my unstoppable force at featherweight. We're going to move on to the lightweight division, boys. Now, this might be a controversial one. It might be a little bit of a biased one. Benoit Saint-Denis. Le Français, mon ami. Boys, I'm going with Benoit Saint-Denis. I don't give a fuck. 3-fight win streak. We are back. The title is ours. I'm Lucas Glazy. I'm fucking Lucas Glazy at the moment with BSD, man. I love BSD. I've been a BSD Glazer for a minute. Not as long as Lucas Glazy, Lucas Tracy, but I love BSD. I love BSD's style, the marauder, the way he fights. Just chin Beneil Dariush in 14 seconds, took 0 damage, made it look like nothing. Literally not. He got chopped. His leg got chopped twice. He got dropped. He got back up and then cracked Beneil Dariush with a big overhand left and starched him out cold. Nasty performance by BSD. Before that, he fraud checked the fuck out of the fighting nerd, Mauricio Ruffi. And then he beat Kyle Propolic before that. Made that one look easy in Montreal as well. Watched that one live. That was sick. I love BSD. And there's some bias in this. But I do think he's on a good win streak. And I think he's going to keep that win streak up. I see him beating some guys in the top 5. I like that we're slowly building him back up. We're not chucking him against another Dustin Poirier. We're not putting him in there against Charles Oliveira. We're not putting him in there against Max Holloway. We're slowly moving him up so that when the older guys are moving out of the lightweight division, they're starting to retire. Charles is eventually going to retire. Max as well. They're eventually going to retire. Gaethje's going to retire soon, right? These guys are slowly getting out. We're going to get BSD in his prime, slowly moving up to the top of the rankings. And I think he's better going on a streak. He's already on a streak, and I think that streak's going to continue. He's going to be unstoppable, and he's coming for that fucking belt. Allons-y, mon ami. On y va. We're coming for Ilia Topuria, baby. We're going to take out Ilia Topuria. We're getting our revenge for Charles Oliveira. I don't give a fuck. BSD's coming for that belt, baby. We're going to grapple Ilia. We're going to sub Ilia. We're going to TKO Ilia. I don't care. We're coming for the belt, baby. So Benoit Saint-Denis is going to be my unstoppable force at lightweight. We're going to move on, though, to the welterweight division. This one's kind of obvious, man. This guy's going to take the belt from Islam, man. Michael freaking Morales, boy. Michael freaking Morales, man. Fruity Michael Morales is coming for the belt. What is Islam supposed to do? Is he supposed to grapple with that fruitster? Is he supposed to grapple with Michael Morales? God, Khabib's gonna be crashing on the corner when Michael Morales is touching up on Islam when they're grappling. Michael Morales though, undefeated, just biggest performance of his career against Brady. Sean Brady starts him in the first round, just made it look easy. TKO, easy. Weight bully, huge for the welterweight division, massive win streak. I mean, undefeated, obviously. I think he was a Ecuadorian grappling championship or grappling champion or something like multiple times. So he's got good wrestling. He showed that his wrestling defense is really good. You know, he had his hips really far back against Sean Brady, so he's got good game planning. He's dangerous. He's really big for the division. I think he's nasty at welterweight. I think he's still super young. This guy's only 25 years old. Bro, he's only 25 years old. Like, number 4 contender. He should be number 1, by the way. He just beat the number 1 guy. Makes no sense. But I think Michael Morales has a high ceiling. Wait, why does it say middleweight, bro? We're tripping. We're actually tripping, bro. I think Michael Morales can be a champion eventually. And I think he's going to keep being unstoppable. I think he's going to fight one more time. I could see him fighting maybe CP. Carlos Pratas action. That is a banger. Both of them 1 on 322. So I could see those guys running it while Islam just sits out for a little bit. But I think Michael Morales is going to go on an unstoppable streak here. I think he could even beat Islam based on the fruitiness, based on the big size he is at welterweight, his striking, his grappling defense. You know, obviously Neil Magny clinched him up a little bit, but I think Michael Morales is going on an unstoppable run right now. I think the fruity run, it starts. It continues, actually. It continues right now. We're getting to that belt, baby. So Michael Morales is going to be my unstoppable force at welterweight, using his fruitiness, using his Ecuadorianness to get that belt. We're going to move on, though, to the middleweight division. Dude, this is an obvious one, man. I got to put some respect on him. Fluffy Anthony Hernandez, I'm putting respect on your name for once. I'm not dissing you. I'm not calling you overrated. You are unstoppable at the moment at middleweight if you are watching. But Anthony Hernandez is going to be my unstoppable force at middleweight, man. He is on a tear. He's on a tear. He's been dog walking kids. He's obviously had an injury. He was supposed to fight RDR. I was supposed to watch him live in Vancouver fight RDR, and I was about to come out there and root against him and pick RDR, and I would have been a big, fat fucking loser because he would have smoked RDR. He would have smoked RDR. If Brendan Allen broke RDR the way he did, Anthony Hernandez would have absolutely killed and mogged RDR in Vancouver. He would have choked him out brutally. He would have ground and pound TKO'd him brutally. I would have seen Anthony Hernandez just straight up mog RDR in Vancouver. Unfortunately, I didn't see that. Obviously, Anthony Hernandez is injured, but I think he's coming back against Strickland. I think he beats Strickland. I think he beats fucking American Strickland, and actually I'm not gonna go all on this rant, this tangent and stuff, but he punches somebody, he gets suspended, and then he's like, oh, you know, I would do it again, I'd punch him again, like all this shit. Like, shut up, Strickland, bro. Lock in, bro. Lock in, man. So I think we're gonna get Hernandez versus Strickland, but Anthony Hernandez is very unstoppable. I picked Roman Dolidze against him. You know, I think I picked Brendan Allen against him. It was just hate pick. It was hate pick. I doubted Anthony Hernandez. I got to stop doubting this guy, man. You are a good fighter, Anthony Hernandez, if you are watching. And I am riding with you now. I am riding with you. I'm not switching up. I'm not going to be pretending like, oh, okay, I'm switching up now. I'm a Hernandez fan and stuff. But, you know, I respect the game. I respect the game. I respect the hustle. And I'm not going to pick against you anymore, man. Unstoppable force at middleweight, Anthony Hernandez. I think he's going to keep this streak up. I think we're going to see him fight Hamzat if Hamzat's fucking active. You know, big if. But Anthony Hernandez is going to be my unstoppable force at middleweight. We move on to the light heavyweight division. My favorite freaking light heavyweight on the coming right now, boys. Azamat Murzakanov. The blockhead's coming. He's coming. Azamat Murzakanov, the professional sniper, calculated, dangerous, precision. This guy's the guy. This guy's the guy. I can't even not glaze him, all right? And I was so proud to pick him against Rakic because so many people were like, yo, guys, Rakic, this is a good bounce back spot against undefeated Azamat Murzakanov. You know, look at the size difference. Look at this. Look at that. I'm like, bro, Azamat is going to catch him, bro. And he did. He did with a jab. He knocked out Rakic with a jab. It's over, bro. It's over. Pack your bags, Rakic. Pack your fucking bags, bud. You're out. You're done. You're done. Pack your bags. Hop on a flight. Go home. Go home, buddy. You're not coming back to the UFC. Murzakanov chinned him easy. He chinned him easier than he chinned Alonzo Menifield. But what I love about this guy is he'll be losing a fight, and it looks like he's about to gas. Everybody's like, oh, look, Azamat's getting tired. Murzakanov's getting tired. He's slowing down. And then he's like, yo, shit, wait, hold up. Hold up. Let me lock in for 10 seconds. Locks in for 10 seconds, chins his opponent. This is what he does every fight. This is what he does every fight, or he just chins him within a minute, which he did to Rakic. One punch. The first punch he threw. Right hand. Jab. Drops Rakic, finishes him. Like, bro, it doesn't make sense. The guy's got one-shot knockout power. He's undefeated. He looks like a blobster. He's super short for light heavyweight, but it's so funny and it's so unpredictable that I feel like he can chin his way to a title shot, genuinely. I could see him, like, chinning Yuri. Dude, if it was Khalil Roundtree versus Azmat Mirzakhanov, bro, I'm picking Azmat Mirzakhanov. No joke. I'm picking Azmat to beat the majority of the guys in the top 5. Like, genuinely. Right now, I'm picking him to beat Khalil Roundtree. I'm picking him to chin the fuck out of Jamal Hill. You know what I mean? I think that might be the next fight, Jamal versus Mirzakhanov. I don't know. But I'm picking Mirzakhanov. I'm riding with Mirzakhanov until he's fighting Alex Pereira, man. So Mirzakhanov is going to be my favorite unstoppable force at light heavyweight. The guy's on a generational streak, and I think it's keeping up, boys. But we're going to move on to the heavyweight division, the final division, where I've got an absolutely unstoppable beast with a single technique coming for the belt. Walter Walker, brother. Walter Walker, bro. Walter Walker, bro. The clean monster is coming for the belt, bro. I can't even be serious, bro. We are heel hooking our way to the title shot. No joke, bro. Walter Walker is going to heel hook his way to the title shot. This guy's unstoppable at heavyweight, bro. He's unlocked the technique and unlocked a skill that no heavyweights can defend at the bottom of the top 15. No heavyweights can defend this fucking heel hook, and it's the funniest thing to watch as this guy just continuously heel hooks his opponents 4 times straight. Congratulations, brother. You're going to get to the belt with this move, bro. I genuinely think he could fluke Derek Lewis. I think he could fucking fluke fucking Tybura easy. I think he could get Sergey Spivak, bro. I mean, like, I'm, like, thinking of names right now in, like, the top. Dude, I think he could get Curtis Blades, bro. Like, I'm trying to think of guys that Walter Walker could heel hook. And he could probably heel hook the majority of them, bro. I could see him heel hooking fucking Alexander Volkov, bro. I could see him fucking heel hooking Alexander Volkov. Like, genuinely, I'm so excited to see how far Walter Walker can go with his heel hook, go with his ground game. What's going to happen if he can't get a takedown, or is he always going to get his takedown? Is he always going to get his heel hook? We don't know. That's what's exciting about it. But I think he's the unstoppable force at heavyweight, the absolutely hype prospect of Walter Walker and his beautiful heel hook that he just keeps pulling off against these absolute blobs like Louis Sutherland, like fucking Justin Taffa, or is it Justin? I think it's Justin Taffa, bro. One of the Taffa guys, bro. I mean, he's getting these heel hooks nonstop. He's getting these heel hooks nonstop against Kenny and Chikwoon, bro. Like, nonstop. So Walter Walker is my most unstoppable force that I believe in at heavyweight. I think we're coming for that belt. But that's the entire video, boys. That's the entire video. Every single unstoppable fighter in every division. Obviously, my personal preferences, you guys let me know in the comments down below. Who do you guys think is the most unstoppable fighter in every division? I wasn't trying to pick the champions. It's kind of obvious. Initially, I was making this, and then I was like, hold up. I'm putting every single Dagestani, bro. I got to stop. I had Islam. I had fucking Taporia. I had Hamzat. I had fucking, who else did I have, man? Bro, I didn't want to put them. I want it to be different, so if you guys did enjoy the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm tweaking it a little bit. Like I said, you guys let me know in the comments down below who your favorite unstoppable fighter is, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See you.